It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Keon Cole.
Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
That's taken in by Means.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They send the tight end in motion. From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Throwing now, Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now he'll throw off the play fake. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And we'll have a Cowboys field goal try coming up. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Gibson now to return. Return's looking good so far. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Rams and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. And as this season progresses, he's been a steady producer for this offense, leading the league in receptions to this point. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And they send a man in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That finds Ayuk complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it with David Montgomery. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. To throw, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be 3rd down. Again, Daniels to the air. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. From the 19. Defender tips that one, but he's got it. Big man showing up the yards. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys stretch their early lead to 9. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys go up 10-zip here in the first. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Gibson now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. They'll run again with Montgomery. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And the man is there to knock that away. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. Open space inside the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play fake here, Daniels. He'll get this to Means. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Daniels. Means on the catch. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Montgomery. Can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Coleman with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it in the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Rams and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Daniels on 1st down. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Setting up the screen. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Daniels now. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Caught for big yards on the right side. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Throwing from the gun. On target to Waddle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jarvarius Ward brings him down. "8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. from the 32. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Pass play coming here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. He's got it at the 24. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Rams headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. On first down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
That is the halfway point here on Thursday night. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital. A big test for the Washington Commanders as they'll square off against the LA Chargers. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete right side. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The home team's done running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Trying again, following the sack. That finds Ayuk, complete. He's got a gain of 6 there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Connection made to Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it at the 5. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Rams 14.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Daniels back to throw. That's taken in by Means. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. David Onyemata there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Joe Tryon Shoyinka gets there to take him down. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Play fake here, Daniels. This is reeled in by Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, Daniels to the air. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Jacobs running behind center. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. The right side, caught by Olave. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get it positioned to swat it away. That is well done.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, it's Montgomery. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 37. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Daniels on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's caught. He found some space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Montgomery. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Rams grow the lead to 7. David Montgomery with the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams grow their lead to 8. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball. Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Coleman with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Throwing it again here. Into the hands of Olave. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd down. Throwing now. That's caught for the 1st. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. And the Rams get on top of the kick, and that should ice this game away. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. He's down to a knee, and the Rams getting ready to celebrate this win. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.